Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to install AdGuard Home on your Proxmox mini PC. Let's get started. Let's head to the Proxmox web UI. First, we need to check our OPNsense startup options. Make sure it is started at boot with the first order. Now, let's download an Ubuntu 22.04 template from the repository. We will need it to create a new container. Okay, downloading is done. Let's create a new container. Click on Create CT, then name your container. I will call it AdGuard. Well, it is. Then create your root password and click Next. Select your Ubuntu template. AdGuard will be run from this as a service. Then click Next. AdGuard is very lightweight, so you just need 8 GB of disk with 1 CPU core and 512 MB of RAM. Don't worry, your container will run at light speed. Here is the important part. Let me explain. Your container will have one network interface called ETH0. It will be bridged with the LAN interface, which you've bridged the Proxmox management port and OPNsense LAN interface with. It will be VMBR1 in my case. Now, let's set the IP address for your container. It needs to be on the same subnet as your primary router so they can communicate together. And don't forget the CIDR. Normally, it will be 24. Then set the gateway. It is the OPNsense LAN IP address in my case. You can uncheck the firewall option if you have a separate firewall. Otherwise, you should keep it. Click Next after you're done. Here, you will fill in the DNS servers. Just use the Google DNS here, or leave it blank so your container will get DNS settings from the Proxmox. Click Finish to start creating the container. This will take a few seconds. Okay, so because AdGuard will act as your primary DNS server, make sure you set your container to start at boot or you cannot surf the internet. I will give it the second order after OPNsense. Then let's start the container. Click on Console to connect to the container. Log in with the username root and the password that you set before. Then do some update and upgrade stuff. Kind of boring, so I will fast forward this. Now let's install AdGuard. Just copy this command into your terminal, press enter, and boom, your AdGuard is installed and running. Check the debug log. It will show the link to the web UI. Copy it and paste it into your browser. I will place the link inside the video description. Remember to check it. Here we go. Select ETH0 as the listen interface. You can change the admin web interface port to another port if you want, but for the DNS server port, you should set it to 53 as default. Then click Next. Set username and password for the admin web interface. Please note that this account is only for web interface. Click Next after you're done. Now, log in with the account you've just created. Okay, we're in the dashboard now. You can change the DNS settings, blacklists, and whitelists here. Or you can leave it as default. That's fine. Now, the most important parts. This will decide if your AdGuard works or not. Remember when I told you that AdGuard will act as your primary DNS server? So now, we have to change the DNS settings in your primary router so all DNS queries will go through AdGuard. That's how it works. These settings will depend on your router's settings interface, but normally it will be located on the DHCP server setting. Okay, we're done for now. Let's run a test. I usually use obfuscated.com. I will place the link below. First, we will test without AdGuard. Let's see. %. Pretty bad, huh? And now, with AdGuard on, let's see what we get. %, because I don't run any AdBlock extension on the browser. So this result is pretty good. Just combine AdGuard Home with AdBlock extension, then you're good to go. Okay, so I've shown you how to set up AdGuard Home for your home lab. If you have any questions, just comment below and I will help. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. See you soon.